guys, welcome to my October favourites video where I'm going to be sharing with you all of the products I've been loving in October. The first thing I'm going to mention is a long time favourite of mine. It's one of the Natural Collection blushes. This is the blush which I get out at this time of year every single year. It's the blush in the shade Sugar Plum and I've had this for ages. I just love it. They are only $1.99 from Boots, but they're such amazing quality. They give a great colour payoff and they also last a really long time on the skin. I have this one on now and I just find it's that perfect plum. It's nothing too heavy, but it's just a bit more deeper than I would wear sort of in the warmer months of the year, and I just find that wearing this, it gives a really nice effect on the skin and it looks like you've put in a bit more effort, you've got a bit more blush on, but it doesn't look overdone. And I find that it's just really easy to work with. You just pop a tiny bit of this on and it goes with any makeup look, but it just sort of deepens everything up and gives it more of an autumnal feel. I always go back to these blushes. They're probably my most reached for out of my whole collection. I want to give a quick shout out to this little concealer here. This is my MAC Prolongwear concealer and this one I have here is in the shade NC15. Again, I've been a really long time lover of this concealer, but I've had this particular bottle. I actually got it last Christmas, but I just sort of moved on to other things and started reaching for different concealers. But recently I've been going back to this. It's what I've got on now. I just find that it gives a really beautiful finish. It gives a really good coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy. It's quite actually a thin-ish consistency. You can kind of sheer it out. You really don't need much, and it sort of covers any dark bags. And it's the Prolongwear formula. It lasts for a really long time. It definitely lasts a full day if you need it to. So if you want sort of a long-lasting concealer which you know you can count on and it will still be there at the end of the day, then I would go for this one. I do find that concealer under my eyes is one of the first things that kind of disappears from my face, and this one sort of stands the test of time and lasts the whole day through, so I know I can count on this one. So I've just been going back to it again, and I actually had it on in my KIKO haul video, which was a couple of videos ago, and I just loved how it looked in that video. I thought it gave such a beautiful finish and just looks really flawless and really natural, so I've been loving this one. Another product from that KIKO haul is my Smart lipstick from KIKO in number 918, and this is what I was wearing in that video and I've been reaching for it so much since. It's just the perfect sort of My Lips But Better shade. It's not actually a colour which I would normally reach for, not one that I tend to reach for. With my neutrals I tend to go a bit lighter than this actually. This really is a similar shade to my natural lip colour, but I just find that it's sort of a more perfected version. I love the formula of these lipsticks. They're only £4, but they are such great quality and I've just been reaching for this one loads. I've actually been pairing it with a lip liner which I can't find, which I sort of wanted to mention as well. This is the product, but this is in a different colour. This is the Essence lip liner. This one's in Honeyberry. This is really great as well, but the one I've been reaching for tons and pairing with this lipstick is in Satin Mauve, but I can't find it anywhere. I searched every bag, everything. I need to either find it or I'm going to have to get a new one. But again, it's a really affordable product. I think these are around £2 or £3 and they have such a creamy formula. I'll just swatch this one for you. This is a really pretty colour, just sort of a pinky berry shade. They just go really easily onto the lips. I'm not too much of a lip liner person. I don't always find myself reaching for it, but that Satin Mauve shade, I find myself reaching for that all the time. I'm just always drawn back to it, and these do not dry out your lips. They're such a moisturising formula, almost like a lipstick formula, but in a lip liner. So yeah, I've been pairing my Essence lip liner in Satin Mauve with this KIKO lipstick, and it's been sort of my go-to everyday lip combo for this month. I want to mention this eyeliner. I've actually been using it for the last couple of months, but I just haven't mentioned it. It's sort of become a staple in my routine, which I just haven't mentioned because it is just a black eyeliner. But it's just the one that I've been using the most and sort of relying on. And with eyeliner, I don't get on with too many formulas because I find a lot of them smudge on me. So this one I used a tight line. This is from Pop Beauty and I think it's their Kajal eyeliner in Sooty Black. I'll write the full name below, but it's kind of all faded. But it's just a really nice black liner. I just find it's perfect for my upper waterline because it doesn't move and yeah, it doesn't transfer onto my lower lids. And this is something I got in a glossy box and I just found myself reaching for it. I have loads of black eyeliners which I never reach for because they smudge, but this one is a really good one. I know Pop Beauty again is quite an affordable brand. There's one other eyeliner I want to mention. This is from L'Oreal and this is their Infallible eyeliner in Chocolate Addiction, and I have this in my waterline today, and again it's sort of a similar reason. I rely on my Urban Decay eyeliners so much, but obviously they are sort of higher end, and I've totally lost my Demolition one, which was my like everyday liner. I've had this in my collection for a while. I can't really remember why I got it, but I hadn't really used it, and I just kind of picked it up because I did a L'Oreal One Brand tutorial, or I filmed it. I don't think it's up yet. If it is, I'll link it below, but this was just the L'Oreal eyeliner that I had, so I thought I'd use this one, and it ended up being such a great liner. It didn't smudge and it didn't move. It's a little bit harder than other liners I've used before, but I think that sort of works better. It gives it sort of better staying power, so I've just been liking this sort of for everyday liner. It's just a chocolatey brown, really pretty, perfect for sort of everyday use. I tend to use a brown eyeliner over a black in my waterline just because I find it's a bit harsh. I don't ever really use black in the lower waterline. I always go for browns. This is a really great one, and L'Oreal, so a lot cheaper than my Urban Decay liners, so I think I'll probably repurchase this once I finished it up. It is retractable, so I've got tons of product in there, so hopefully this will last a while. Just one other product from L'Oreal I want to mention. This has actually been a favourite of mine for the last couple of months, but I've just forgot to include it. I think I wanted to put it in my August favourites and my September favourites, but like I said, I just forgot. This is the Infallible Longwear long-lasting lipstick or something. I'm not sure what it's called. Again, I'll leave it below. But it's one of these sort of two-step things. You get the liquid lipstick in one end, and then on the other end there's sort of like a balm, which smells so nice. The smell of these balms from L'Oreal are my favourite, so I actually love using that. But the balm just sort of locks everything in, and I find that before you put the balm on, as the lipstick starts to dry, it kind of balls up and feels a bit funny, but as soon as you put the balm on, that all goes away. It just leaves a sort of shine to the lips, and this will last you for ages. I've worn it sort of in the evening before, and I sort of put it on maybe like mid-afternoon and wore it straight through to like midnight, and it did not move. It didn't budge. It's amazing, and I love this shade because it's so unique. It's kind of a taupey purple brown colour, which is really in right now. This kind of shade for lips is really in, and I don't really have anything else like this, and I love the formula. I've never been much of a liquid lipstick person. I sort of like how they look. I think they look really good on camera, but I hate it when my lips feel dry, so I haven't found a formula which I sort of found myself going back for over and over. But this formula is so comfortable on the lips, and it doesn't dry them out, and yeah, I absolutely love it. I love the formula. I kind of wish they had more shades because they don't have that many shades. Hopefully they'll come out with more in the future. I don't think they have too many. Just when I look in Boots and stuff, there's maybe like 10 shades, which is like a fair amount but not loads. And again, the balm just smells so good. I haven't tried tons of these sort of two-step things from different brands, so let me know if there's any other sort of these two-step type products which you really like, because if you have any recommendations, I'd love to try them. But if they could smell like this balm, that'd be amazing, because seriously, I think the smell of this balm is one of the main reasons I always use this. Okay, just really quickly I want to mention one more L'Oreal product. This is a old favourite of mine which I just repurchased recently. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Extra Black Volume Building Mascara. You can find it sort of on the L'Oreal display, but it's kind of in the bottom right where all the mascaras are. It'll be at the bottom, so it's not one of their ones which is like brand new and that they always promote. But I just really like this. It is super black, which is great, but it has just a really nice brush. I really enjoy this brush. It's kind of standard. It's not huge, but it is fairly big. And I do tend to use a waterproof mascara, but recently I've been wearing false eyelashes quite a lot more. And although people might think that fake eyelashes are a lot of effort and take a lot more time, because I don't wear a waterproof mascara underneath, it actually saves me a load of time in the evening when I take off my makeup. So I feel like they take the same amount of time, but I'm sort of spending more time putting on my makeup and then spending less time taking it off in the evening. If you wear waterproof mascara, you'll know what I mean. And I absolutely love how fake eyelashes look, because my eyelashes are pretty short and straight, and when I wear fake eyelashes, I don't wear anything crazy. I have like the ones I have on now. They're fairly natural looking, they're not over the top, and most people probably wouldn't even know they were fake, but I just love how they look. They look so much more full and long and fluttery, and I just love them. So I've been kind of in a phase where I've been wearing fake eyelashes quite a lot, and this has been my mascara which I've been putting underneath my lashes. Okay, I just have one other sort of random fashion favourite which I've been really liking. It's a really simple little cardigan. I was wearing it in my drugstore haul, I think, so I will link that below if you sort of want to see it on. But it's just this green kind of cardigan from H&M, and I just love this shade. I think I sort of bought this just because it's really autumnal kind of colour, just this sort of like cute green. It's really simple, it's just sort of a flowy little cardigan. It was really inexpensive. I think it might have been like $7.99 or something, and on the bottom it's just quite flowy, and some of the bottom just kind of flares out, and it's got some slits here just on the side, so it's just really nice, really easy to wear, and it's been a very much welcome addition to my collection. With cardigans and stuff I tend to sort of go for blacks or creams, but I find that this is sort of a little bit of colour, but it still goes with a lot of things. I tend to wear it with just a white top or a black top, like you'll see in that haul video if you want to see it. But yeah, I've been really liking this. I sort of wore it like every day for the first week I had it, and then I cut it down a bit, but I do really like it. And H&M is again so affordable, only like less than £10, so it's been one of my favourites this month. Okay, that's all of my October favourites this month. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you had a favourite this month which you want to share, then I'd love to read it in a comment if you want to leave one. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!